The answer is likability. Likability is not trying to be who the people expect you to be or be a false version of yourself, right? Likability. Hi, besties. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Senora VOICE, and my goal is to help you identify you, discover you, and fulfill it in a wholesome and comfortable manner. All right, guys. So let's get right into it. You people don't want to know what I've gone through today. I've had to record this video again because I don't know why. Till one. So that was not recording. Okay, so today we'll be looking at the psychology of personal branding. Now, this is very important because over time, as a marketing communications professional, over 7 years experience, I've looked at brands and I've seen how brands and I've helped brands build a customer base that's loyal, so that whatever product that they bring up, these people actually buy without having questions. Now, I've always thought to myself, how can we replicate this to personal branding? And that's what I'm about to tell you today. The answer is likability. Likability is not trying to be who the people expect you to be or be a false version of yourself, right? Likability is actually honing your strength, your values, so that it can have a positive, can have a positive impact on people. And I dare say that likability is very important. Even it plays a major factor, a major role in everything that we do. So let's say I dare say that your skills get you to an interview stage as a career person, but likability gets you into the company. And ask any recruiter. I've happened to be on panel myself, right? Your skills get you to get them to interview you, but likability gets you a place in the company. All right. So let's get right into these without further ado. Number one is the eyes. How do you look? Do you look good? Please always look good, guys. I'm not saying go and become a fashionista. You do not need to become a fashionista, but you can look good, because regardless of how you want to fight it, people address you based on how you're looking. People address you based on your look. So please and please and please look good. Okay. Now, looking good, I'll also say that beyond looking good, you also need to look confident. Are there people that you see? So I always say this, right? Two people can have the same outfit, but they style it in a different way. And people's sense of style comes from a place of understanding of who they are, from confidence, how they see and perceive themselves to be. Do you understand? So confidence plays a very big role in how you look. You will need to carry yourself with so much charisma, with aura, with confidence. See, I'm a church girl, so I'm going to say, carry yourself knowing that your Father owns the heaven and earth and is the King of all glory. Okay, carry yourself with such grace, such charisma, and such confidence, because your Father owns it all. Next is going to be smell. Smell good, guys. Please smell good. Don't have body. Okay, now let me see. Smell good. But beyond smelling good, I also say it's important for people to perceive you right. Now, smell has to do with perception. For people to smell you rightly, you need to have imparted them positively. Now, how does that work? What do you need to do? And I will tell you. Based up on how you write. So, for example, this I think this mainly has to do with social media also. Not just social media, online world, your website, and all. When I go online, how do I perceive your write up? There's sometimes that you're reading something, you're like, I'm reading it in this person's voice. Do you get? Is it filled with errors? Are you excellent at it? Your graphics, are they don't bar? Now, I'm not saying go and design one mat, be a graphic designer, but a plain background, the text is just fine, especially if you know that you're not so great with having to put in images and all of that. You don't want the super graphic design. You'll be perceived wrongly. Do you understand? So how you're perceived is very important. You need to give it your all, whatever you're putting online. This is why I tell people, don't just put anything online. Don't say my online life is different from my offline life. Please be you everywhere. Be you everywhere, because people are going to perceive you based upon what they put And perception and perceiving also rather has to also do with how you carry yourself. So can you say everything is intertwined, right? So when you carry yourself rightly, they perceive you rightly. I want to perceive you rightly. You're good to go, girl. You're good to go. Also, another thing that get people to perceive you rightly is please have empathy. Have empathy. You don't perceive that you're empathetic person. What can they perceive about you from your writer? What can they perceive about you from whatever you do? So please, guys, take note of that. The next sense is going to be, guess, touch. Now, touch is very important because people need to know that you care about them before they care about what you do. Nobody really cares about what you do. They need to know that you care about them and you care for them to trust you. And this is why touch is important. Now, touch has through empathy. Have you been able to identify the problem of the target audience that your personal brand building is, whether you're building a legacy around? Have you been able to relay what you have to say, the message that you have to give in a way that actually attracts higher people, higher authority, that they get to trust you? Now, touch is very important because you need to do the work. They need to see that you have wisdom. You need to give yourself to research, right? I need to be sure that what you're saying is right, is correct. That is how you touch people. When I come in contact with you, are you empathetic? When I hear or come in contact with what you say and ask us to do, what happens next? Do you understand? Do I feel touched? Like, does your word of wisdom, does your well of wisdom help me? Does it get me to be better? Does it get me the results that I need? Does it get me the results that I desire? Do you understand? So, for example, I'm a personal branding strategist. When I have one-on-one with clients, this is why it comes in. The practical steps that I share, the steps I share, what I see, are they really practicable? Do they really produce results? Am I really real? Sometimes when people come online and then they're talking about, oh, how I've made $1 billion. If I can, you can. Like, fam, not everybody has the social capital. Do you understand? So people will perceive it to be unrealistic. Do you get, like, so you're not touching them in the right way? Do you get it, guys? Are you seeing how everything is linked up? So touch, how you can touch people without having to touch them. You can touch people without having to touch them. I say that again. You can touch people without having to touch them. Okay, so what you do online should really touch them in deep places that they are so grateful, and it gets them to believe in you, believe in what you have, believe in what you carry, believe in your vision. That way they become raving fans. Another would be sound. And I know that many people don't talk about this, but it's important that we talk about it. How you sound is very important. Don't say, oh, I'm just being who I am. Please don't do that. There's this person that I like, Pastor Bilmy, and I really just like him because when I heard his story, I'm like, wow. As a pastor, his ministry started growing. He realized and he knew that he needed to take sound classes, like sound coaching, voice training classes, just so that he can communicate in a way that the people can hear him, void of all of the factors necessary. Do you understand? So sound is very important, my people. I know that you're confident in yourself, but while being confident, also do not make sure that you are posing as a hindrance to yourself. Talk calmly, talk slowly. You don't even need to have an accent, but just be sure that people can hear you. Talk in a way that is nice. I'm currently going through voice training classes just so that I can get my voice to be the best that it is. Currently, people even say I sound well, but I want to sound better because I know that there's more. Do you get it? So, guys, talk properly. You need to sound well. On the phone, when you're on phone call, people hear you. So, based off on your voice, they perceive you, guys. They draw an assumption of who you are. This is why people say, you don't look like you sound, you look better. It's not a compliment, though. Go and work on it. Have you seen TV personals, radio personnel? You see how they sound. They sound in a soothing way that you want to listen to them. Just imagine you come and say, Quindi, we're sharing your how would you perceive her to be? How would she sound to you? Everything in this senses is linked together. It's linked together, people. And it's very important that you take note of it. Last is the taste. I'm not saying anyone taste you, but remember that when you taste something, take it wholly. So taste is a general perception of when you have done every other senses together, right? Taste will be an easy breezy for you. It will be a pass mark. The Bible says, taste and see that the Lord is good, meaning experience the Lord. So when people experience you, what's their general value? You know, it's different for when someone says, oh, I see this person from far and I like them. But when they experience you, when they book your service, what do they have of you? Is it still going to be positive? Would you sound well? Would they be able to hear you? Would you be able to touch them in ways that they feel like, okay, yes, this one really knows what she's saying? Would you smell good? Would you have a smile on your face and not frown like, oh my God, you're wasting my time? Do they perceive that excellence? Do they see that excellence? Do they see that aura, that confidence? Guys, guys, see why the five senses is important in likability. It's important that people like you for them to buy into your vision. And this is why it's very important in personal branding. And I know that many times people say, start with what you have. See, if part of perception even has to do with kind of videos that you shoot. Is it burst minimum? I know that people say start what you have, but before you're able to afford lighting and all of those, why not wait till daytime and then make sure that the air is bright just so that it's not dark? Let people see excellence. Excellence is in levels. You can grow in excellence, but excellence is also doing the best that you can do part time with the given resources that you have. I mean, don't do cut videos and then the symbol is left at the back. Don't do Canva pictures on Canva. We're seeing the Canva logo on it. Come on, they are free images. Use those ones. Guys, stay excellent because likability is very important. Now, I'm not saying go and kill yourself for people to like you, but I'm saying work on yourself and hone your skills in the most positive way, in a way that will have positive impact. Because there's no point being personal branding the people would like you. Who then are you building your legacy for? Again, not everybody will like you, but you can do your best so that the fault is not from you and it's going to be from them, it's going to be on them. Besties, you've learned something. You've learned how to build a personal brand. You've learned the psychology of branding using the five senses. Which one did you know before now? Tell me in the comment section. And which one would you be working on going forward? Please, besties, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share with your friends, family, loved ones, everybody. Let's learn and build a legacy together. Thank you for watching. Bye.